Hi, I'm Chris Allen, the Festival Coordinator at Sunderland Shorts Film Festival, and welcome to this, the final night of our 2020 programme and our Best of the Fest screening. I hope you've enjoyed the rest of this week's events, from our Young and Emerging screening on Wednesday, our panel discussion on Thursday, and our film quiz on Friday night. You can still find all those events online on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sunderland Shorts. Tonight, though, it's all about the main reason why, for the last 5 years, Sunderland Shorts Film Festival has gone from strength to strength. All about bringing local, national and international filmmaking talent to the North East. Now, 2020 obviously hasn't turned out quite like the festival we had planned, as most people's 2020s haven't turned out like they had planned. Instead, we have decided to take a look back at those previous years of the festival and celebrate all of those films which we've had the pleasure of showing to our audiences here in the North East. And tonight, looking back through that programme of drama, comedy, documentaries and many more, we've really brought together some of those films which have won awards with us, have been favourites of our audiences, and have also gone on to do great things at other festivals, and filmmakers who've gone on to do great things both with us again here at Sunderland Shorts and again further in the industry. We hope you really enjoy the selection that we've got on show for you tonight, and make sure, obviously, during these difficult times, if you can, continue to support us, other film festivals, and of course these filmmakers. It would be greatly appreciated. Again, as a filmmaker myself, I know how much love and attention and work goes into these films, and I think that'll be very easy to see that level of passion and creativity tonight. So supporting the arts where you can is obviously something that is really, really appreciated during these what continue to be very difficult and uncertain times for the arts as an industry. Now, if you are a filmmaker and want to get involved in the next Sunderland Shorts Film Festival, you can find out the details about our next proper event, which we hope will be back in its kind of full glory next year, where we can demonstrate and celebrate these films back on the big screen where they belong. You can find out all the details about how you can get involved at filmfreeway.com/Sunderland Shorts, or do get in touch with us across any of our social media channels to find out more. So, without any further ado, let's get going with tonight's presentation. I'll join you again at the end of the screening to wrap up, and again thank everyone who's been a part of this year's festival. But to then make sure to follow us on social media to find out everything that's going on with the festival going forward. And for tonight, enjoy the screening.
There is a tide in the affairs of men, which, taken at the flood, leads on to fortune. Omitted all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat. Welcome to Theatreland. Fate's a funny thing. You're probably asking yourselves how I wound up here. My parents still ask themselves how their promising little daughter with a first in English literature ended up working as an usher, serving ice creams at the grand age of 25. What can I say? Of course I'd rather be on the other side of the stage, leaving the designated path to a reliable life in some city PR firm behind. I strove for a commitment to fearlessly live for art alone. Something within me just could not be denied. And this is where I've wound up.
Ginger.
Oh, no, sorry, we only have strawberry, vanilla or chocolate.
No ginger.
No.
They sell ginger at the National, you know.
So I've heard.
I spend my days auditioning for parts I hardly ever get. Today, it was for one of the witches in a new production of Macbeth. A bit of a step up, actually, considering my last part was that of a moth.
Come in, dear.
Oh, sorry I'm late.
Darling, perfect timing. I seem to have misplaced my bloody trousers. Be an angel and help me find them, will you?
Yeah. Oh, I think they're there.
You're a godsend.
I introduce you to the ubiquitous manager, Maurice Runcible, an aspiring actor. He experienced the high point of his career when he scored a gig advertising coffee in the early 90s. Like me, he became an usher to pay the rent, and he never left. His tide never came.
Alexa, I forgot to mention. I'm thinking of getting rid of that sloth of a girl who's masquerading as a barmaid. In time, I may promote you to the bar. Lord knows you've been here long enough. You'll start your training today. Oh, how was the audition, darling? I assume that's why you're late.
Oh, as well as expected, I hope. I mean, getting a part at the National and in something like Macbeth is beyond my wildest dreams.
You stupid girl! What are you thinking? You just uttered the dread word. Look, turn around and repeat after me. Ministers and angels of grace defend us. Ministers and... Go on, do it. Ministers and angels of grace defend us. Ministers and angels of grace defend us.
Ministers and angels of grace defend us.
As strange as it is to say, that was sort of a promotion I just got there. There's a weird hierarchy in this building, and the bar maintains that hallowed ground somewhere between the shallows waded by the usher and the heights of the manager's office.
Lucky me.
The Stalls bar doubles as the usher's break room. Whilst you sit and enjoy the show, this is where we congregate and fester, dreaming we were the ones performing to an adoring audience every night. Ah, the Stalls bar, a dark pit of self-doubt, void of temporality and natural air, teeming with unfulfilled ambition. When I think of all the talented souls that have strolled, conversed, and succumbed to this place with dreams of becoming someone and something, it almost makes me want to cry.
1 minute to left center, 1 minute to left center.
This is Lottie Blanchett. She dreams of becoming a dancer in the musicals of the glittering West End. I don't know why, but I often imagine her dancing with a length of pale chiffon. Being a struggling artist is almost a prerequisite for working front of house. The only class of people willing to work such unsociable hours. The only upside, having your daytimes free for classes and auditions. There are times, though, when it becomes apparent that this job is slowly killing her.
Oh my God!
Then there's Ash. He struggles with the notion that his life's not an action movie. Oh, and he's also an aspiring actor, obviously.
Cancel the nukes.
This the end, you mother... Good God! Is it too much to expect a little decorum around here? Office! Now! Sir, yes, sir.
Last but by no means least, I welcome Edward Cook to this dazzling ensemble that is front of house. He graduated from RADA 9 years ago. An actor from his class is currently gracing the very stage behind this bar to packed audiences every night, whilst we are bestowed with the task of serving them their drinks. I can't help but think he's going to snap one of these days. It requires an active imagination to keep things interesting on the mind-numbingly mundane matinee. A 10-hour shift of deja vu in which we all contract a severe case of the matinee madness.
Carrots.
Turnips.
Cauliflower cheese.
Beetroot.
Celeriac. Renner beans.
Petit pois. Potato.
Sweet potato!
Don't get me wrong, I'm aware of the wonder of this place. I'm in awe of it every day. She is the site of ultimate transformation. She is an enchantress. She entices you in. There, on her stage, is where dreams are made, is where hearts are broken.
I'd give all that I have. I'd give all that I knew. If you just looked at me the way you look at the moon. 'Cause when you look at the moon, you got tears in your eyes, like you're counting the steps of your dirty white bride. And when you look at the moon, drawn like a tide, 'cause I'll always be wrong and she'll ever be right. All through the night, she's yesterday's light. Oh, but I know you won't mind. I'd give all that I have. I'd give all that I knew. Just looked at me, the way you look at the moon.
It's where my heart is broken every night.
Excuse me? This ice cream you sold me is too cold.
Well, it's an ice cream. I believe it was designed that way.
Can't eat it, it's too hard.
It amazes me just how many things can be wrong with an ice cream.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna do nothing, all right? Because I am done. I am done with all of this, all right? I am done pretending that I'm not dreaming my life away. I'm done with dealing with idiots who have no perspective on the world, all right? I'm done with you.
Good evening, sir. Am I right in hearing that your ice cream is too cold? Might be worth waiting a couple of minutes, and then if the laws of physics stay true, it may have softened a little.
Come on.
And what, my dear, was all that about? Look, I know this is the last place you want to be. The stage is so close, and yet so unbelievably far away. I know, I've been there. But you're in the West End of London. This is Theatreland. This is where the magic happens. And we can be the show before the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Act 2 is about to begin.
You should have given him another one, you know.
What?
You should have given him another ice cream. The customer is always right.
Whichever fool came up with that, I'd love to know.
So the question remains, can you succeed through ambition, courage and talent alone? Or are we fated simply to succeed or fail with no ability to affect this destiny? I'm going to take my chances. There is a tide in the affairs of men. And we must take the current as it serves. Or lose our ventures.
What have I done?
Hello? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Morning. you doing? Hello in there. Hello? Freak. For goodness sakes.
Come on! Come on!
Mr. Muniz? Mr. Muniz? Mr. Muniz? Mr. Muniz?
Return to sender.
Sorry, what was that?
Return to sender.
Return to sender. I am not Eduardo Muniz. I am not Eduardo Muniz!
The whole shit be boring. City ripping that A, still rip 80H all day. Fuck boy on my way, wanna get this fly, no way. Greek nigga back, goddamn. Come through nigga gang gang.
Εγώ πεινάω, λες να παραγγείλουμε.
Δεν πεινάω.
Α, δεν πεινάς. Τελικά το ρίχτη είναι 17. Βίκυ.
Μισό.
See him, nah, rest in peace. I just kill a nigga, rest in peace. I just kill a nigga, rest in peace. I just kill a nigga, rest in peace. Lord, please, mercy me.
Γεια!
Γεια σου, κορίτσι.
Ακόμα εργασία κάνετε, ρε, ή Μαρτών? Θα βγεις με τον άλλον?
Πήγε στο πάρτι τελικά. Αλλά θα έρθω κι εγώ όταν τελειώσω.
Ωραία, εσείς. Έχει και τραπάρτι μετά πανεπιστήμια ψήνεις. Με ποιον θα έρθεις βασικά?
Με τον Μιχάλη. Δεν ψήνω πολύ πανεπιστήμια, βλέπουμε.
Θα είναι και διγενάκι εκεί. Δεν είναι λίγο που τα νέρεση. Όχι, με καλή τώρα, κλείσε. Μιλάμε με τα φιλιά.
Καλά θα πας στο πάρτι, ρε μαλάκα.
Το βλέπεις να συγκεντρωνόμαστε τώρα? Με δουλεύεις.
Ρε είσαι με πτώμα. Και έρχονται τώρα και τα κορίτσια και πού θα τρέχουμε όλοι μαζί.
Μιχαλή, ξεκόλα, θα πάμε.
Καλά. Περίμενε πάνω μας πάρω ποτά. Α, καλά, μην γυρίσεις.
Τι, ποιος είναι?
Γεια. Ορέστης. Τι γίνεται?
Καλά. Τελειώσαμε νωρίτερα και λέγαμε μήπως πάμε στο πάρτι.
Α, και εμείς εκεί θα πάμε. Ήρθαμε να πάρουμε την κοπέλα του Νίκου.
Ωραία.
Τέλεια. Και δεν παίζουν τα παιδιά.
Πάντως δεν θα σου χωράσει το αμάξι, δεν υπάρχει θέμα.
Ορέστη. Πάμε.
Έρχεσαι?
Ναι.
Ποια είναι?
Τι ποια είναι, μωρέ? Τι ρε? Δώσε τα. Ο μαλάκα κομματάρα. Βίκυ, τράβαρε μια selfie.
Σίγουρα δίνω τις μπάρες και τους βρίσκουν σίδερα. Μισή μιλάνε ανήθικα κι άλλη μισή καθόλου. Κι η δεύτερη μισή ποτέ δεν μ' απασχόλησαν όλος διόλου. Το χαμόγελο στραβώσα το καπέλο μου και μαύρωσα το νέφος μου, το βλέμμα μου. Κάνες την πάντα μπας και βρω για λίγο τον αέρα μου.
γράψω το κοντινό. Τι δεν έχεις? Α, ναι, σωστό. Πού είσαι τόση ώρα? Sorry πριν για τα μηνύματα που σου έστελνα με τον Κώστα. Όλα cool. Βίκυ είναι μεγάλος μαλάκας όμως, εσύ. Σε φάση μεγάλος μαλάκας. Βίκυ. Γιώτα. Γάμισέ τον.
Πώς πάει?
Καλά.
Βίκυ, θα σε φιλήσω.
Sorry, είμαι σε περίεργη φάση. Συγγνώμη.
Ήρθες,
Περνάμε μία ποδηγενάκι. Ποδηγενάκι. Α, ο Χρήστος πάντως είναι σε ένα πάρτι στο κέντρο. Πάμε. Ναι, πάμε, γαμό. Καλά, ο Χρήστος είπα. Έγινε τίποτα με τον τύπο? Όχι. Είπε θα μου στείλει. Τα ξέρω αυτά τα θα σου στείλω. Το έχω. Θέλω να πω. Είμαι εντάξει. Ναι.
En el cielo ya clareando se dibuja finita la luna. En el cielo ya clareando se dibuja finita la luna. Mi luna. No encuentro suelo donde caminar, pero tengo alas para volar hasta la luna. Ay, mi luna. No encuentro suelo donde caminar, pero tengo alas para volar hasta la luna. Ay, mi luna. Cielo va clareando. El cielo va clareando. El cielo va clareando.
man talking to me into the future. This is very strange. This is very strange. Hello, me. How are you?
The answer to that question would require a little explanation.
Hello guys, it's me, Safarunical.
Hello guys, it's me, Safarunical. Hi folks. Sup folks, Safa here. I've been feeling down a lot. I've been put on some new antidepressants.
I've been quite poorly in me old head all my life. I only came out a year and a half ago. Even before that, because I looked a little bit different, I was boyish. People judged me. One day when walking home, a lad spat on me.
I need to accept that I'm not very well at the moment, and I've ignored it.
I am not okay really at the moment. Let's change the subject.
I'm Safi, and I identify as neither a boy or a girl, the proper term being non-binary.
Non-binary comes under the trans umbrella. Trans is just generally, you don't identify with what you were assigned at birth. I saw the word non-binary online and I was like, oh shit, is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. And then that kind of rang true with me. I'm a version of non-binary that is only one version. Like there's thousands of ways that people present and thousands of ways that people, want people to address them as. I want to talk to some of my friends who I know, who also identify as non-binary, but they are different to me. Just want to show how diverse the community is and how it's not just one look, it's not just me. I may be leading this, but I don't want it to be, it's not about me, really. I just want people to be willing to listen.
I'm Skylar, I'm non-binary, and I use the pronouns they and them, and at the moment I'm trying to become a maths teacher. It was mainly I just had issues with puberty all the way through going through it, but then it was just also looking online and then thinking about, am I female, or what else is there out there? And then seeing it as yeah, non-binary pretty much is me. As for family, I'm not out to them in any way, shape or form. I'm not, because there would be far too many questions and answers. There would not be any straight line responses really, there would still be so much back chatting. Being out, it would just cause a chain effect which I really would not want. One thing which I have to say I'm really disappointed with is the fact that LGBT rights and posters, there's not a single rainbow poster in any school I've been to. It's got a long way to go, there's a few hurdles and jumps. As far as transitioning goes, I would like to be on blockers and I would like to be on estrogen as well. As far as anything else, laser hair removal is a be all and end all. That's the number one thing. I want someone to talk through this about, who's a healthcare professional. Not just have to wait 10 months of my life just hanging around. That's the thing, it's not about actually getting straight onto it, it's just being able to access it in the first place. Can I just get through the entrance door?
You first come out as trans and you might not look how you want to look. You might not feel like you are happy in the body that you have. So to go stealth is to hide, is to pretend, and is to pass as something you might not be in order to protect yourself.
I'm Caitlin, I'm 20 years old. I identify as non-binary and I use the pronouns they, them and also she and her, and I'm a student at Newcastle University.
Obviously visually I look like a woman. I know that clothes don't necessarily have a gender, but it's been made that way. I was so masculine in school, so masculine, where it was always, again, the gendered clothing, so baggy t-shirts, baggy jeans, it was me also saying I shouldn't be a girl, this is not who I am. The only thing that I had to kind of grab onto to being that gender was the fact that I'm someone's daughter, specifically daughter and the name that I've got. Sometimes I feel so confused in the morning, I'm feminine or masculine. Sometimes it does end up with me being I can't leave the house because I don't know what to do. Well, no, I'm not going to change anything. That's the thing, I know where I am, I'm not going to change anything, so I've got that positivity there as well. There's definite hope, people will start realising and pushing forward. If there's anyone out there as well that feels the same kind of struggle as me with coming out, just go for it, kind of thing, like, because I'm gonna do it, just go for it. Be whoever the fuck you want, it's fine.
Because you're not alone.
Yeah, exactly. There's loads of us, it's fine, it's fine. we can do it all together.
How would you define stealth?
It's showing what you can to the outside world about who you really are to anybody, irrespective of what their knowledge is of you.
Being strong, kind of like, weirdly enough, metallic for some reason, but just really strong, powerful, that kind of vibe to it. I'd rather be outside of the box.
Stealth means I shouldn't limit myself to what people expect. I shouldn't change my story so people can understand. It's about being unapologetically ourselves.
Whatever the case is, I hope you're okay. And goodbye, me. 2011. Oh my. Okay. I guess I'll see you later. Bye.
Our customers, when they have a bit of time, they all talk to us. We are like their family as well because we tend to know them coming here for a long time to eat. They are very, very friendly people here. My name is Mr. Ismail Malu, and this is my son Moshin. I came from India originally, and then since then I grew up with my cousins and uncle and auntie in Bolton. When I was young, they started teaching me how to cook and all that as well. And since then, from age of 11, 12, you know, I've been practicing and learning. By the age of 16, I left school. I had 3 jobs then, part-time jobs. Then this friend of mine, Jacobi, says, you know enough, do you want to open a small takeaway? I said, okay. Then I think I was first Asian to open a busy takeaway, and everybody knew me in Bolton. But opening one in Manchester city centre, I think is the best move I made. Before me, there was a couple of owners there for a short time, but for the last 28 years, I've been there. I realized over the years that even the British culture now, they want exactly how we have it at home now. Customers in the 60s and 70s, chicken korma, chicken dansa, you know, diluted with milk, cream, and to make it milder, sweeter and things like that. But now they all want the real spicy curry.
Korma days are gone.
We usually have all the measurements, roughly how much to put what, you know. See, with the Indian spices, you can have about 20 different ingredients, you know, in the recipe. Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, before you know, they were all one. And more or less the spices, 99.99, all same spices. It's just the different ways of cooking things. Like the Mughal had a different taste, and Indian Gujarati has a different taste. But spice is the same, it's just the way of different ways of cooking. Everybody wants rice, you know, being a rice and treat. Most of them wants rice, so we try to use the best rice we can get. If the rice is not right, everything else is not right. So we don't cut corners with the rice. We don't cut corners with anything, hopefully, but rice is our best. And this is ready to go down now. So rice is basically fresh every half an hour. The name we got this and that because we have 10, 12 different curries every day in front of us, and some new customers don't know or didn't know then what it was, so they used to say some of this please, some of this and some of that. It's a good backstreet business. Even if you look for it, you won't find it unless you come with somebody and they show you the place. Then you become regular and then you show it to somebody else. Obviously they like it, that's why they keep coming back.
Lived in Manchester now for 2012 I moved over here, so 6 years. Previous to that lived in Bury. When I first moved here, for the first 6 months, I ate here every day. I've grown up around this food. Half of my family are from Asia, Pakistan originally, and I've ate at a number of places throughout Manchester, but this one in particular, it was one of them where you heard on the grapevine, came down in the back street originally, and this was years ago now, and just really enjoyed the food and enjoyed the family that run the business and own very well.
The food is pretty much as it's always been, and it's still absolutely brilliant. It's just superb. I think the clients have probably not changed very much. It's always been diverse. Everybody and anybody seems to come to this and that.
There's always different people of different ages, students, older people seem to come in as well, a mix of different people coming in. You stay for lunch and obviously some of us come back for more nearly every day.
You sit on a table, you'll be sitting with 4 different kind of culture people, Africans, people from Europe.
You know, yeah, everyone eating together, all you know, regardless of where they're from or what they do for a living. You know, it's very good to see it from our side.
A lot of our customers come from Salford. They're all regulars, very friendly, and very polite with us as well. A few years back, as you might remember, this Twin Towers came down, and a lot of our customers came there and patting on my back. They said, "Don't you worry about anything. You got nothing to do with it," you know, because the pressure on all the Muslims all over the world.
The arena bombing last year, the staff here opened the doors to emergency service personnel to feed them free of charge. And that's part of their community spirit in this area.
My son said all the police are on the road. The worst has happened anyway, but shall we do something to help them? And took a few big pots of curries, and a lot of people had it there, all the police and everybody, and they were happy that we sent it. He said, "Thank you very much for giving us food on that sad day." It's not money-making, profit-making thing all the time. We like to do charity work as well. Help others. But it's going okay for us. And when I started, I didn't have one single grey hair, but I don't think I've got any black hair left now. That's how long we've been here, you know what I mean?
See, it's okay. Who's next?
Mental Molly's going mad, trying to stop us being sad. How many children will she get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Mental Molly's going mad, trying to stop us being sad.
There's no one else coming, like?
Are you waiting for your turn?
Stop complaining, you poor. Get up. Mwah.
Yeah, please.
Mental Molly's going mad, trying to stop us being sad, trying to make the girls feel good. Mental Molly said she would. Mental Molly's going mad, trying to stop us being sad, trying to make the girls feel good. Mental Molly said she would.
What's going on?
Molly's in the river.
What? Is she alright?
Yeah.
Where are you off to? Just going to see what's going on. Look, I'll go. You stay on your day. I'm going. Look, if you're going to go, don't take the piss.
She's a freak.
With her.
What have you been saying? I haven't been saying anything.
Leave her alone, Chelsea.
So I'm lying. I never said that. You're such a freak.
For fuck's sake, man. Get out of there.
Owen!
You're mental. Come out. What's up with you two? Nothing? Get off. Come out. Howie, let's leave her. Get off me. Piss off. I mean it. Piss off.
Come in and play.
Why can't you just be normal for once, you freak?
I want to go in.
Do what you want to do.
Get off me, sister, you pedo!
Let's go.
Leave her alone. Fuck off. Oi, I told you, leave her alone. I've got the molly. Shit.
In a dear little village, remote and obscure, a beautiful maiden resided. As to whether or not her intentions were pure, opinion was sharply divided.
She loved to lie out 'neath the darkening sky and allow the soft breeze to entrance her. She whispered her dreams to the birds flying by, but seldom received any answer.
Over the field and along the lane, gentle Alice would love to stray. When it came to the end of the day, she would wander away unheeding. Dreaming her innocent dreams, she strolled, quite unaffected by heat or cold. Frequently freckled or soaked with rain, Alice was out in the lane.
Whom she met there, every day there, was a question answered by none. But she'd get there, and she'd stay there, till whatever she did was undoubtedly done. Over the field and along the lane, when her parents had called in vain, sadly, sorrowfully they'd complain. Alice is at it again.
Though that dear little village surrounded by trees had neither a school nor a college, gentle Alice acquired from the birds and the bees some exceedingly practical knowledge.
The curious secrets that nature revealed, she refused to allow to upset her. But she thought, when observing the beasts of the field, that things might have been organized better. Over the field and along the lane, gentle Alice would make up and take up her stand.
The road was not exactly arterial, but it led to a town nearby where quite a lot of masculine material caught her roving eye. She was ready to hitchhike, Cadillac or motorbike. She wasn't proud or choosy. All she was aiming to be was a prinked up, minked up, fly-by-night floozy. When old Rajas gave her pearls as large as nuts on a chestnut tree, all she said was fiddle-dee-dee. The wages of sin will be the death of me. Over the field and along the lane, gentle Alice's parents would wait, hand in hand. Her dear old white-headed mother, wistfully sipping champagne, said, "We've spoiled our child, spared the rod." Open up the caviar and say, "Thank God, we've got no cause to complain." Alice is at it. Alice is at it. Alice is at it again.
no new messages, and a saved message. Save messages.
Daniel, I decided to stay another week. Or so. I'll be in touch. Sorry. Love you.
You can replay the message by pressing 1. Save it by pressing 2.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. No, can't find it. It's just gone. I don't suppose you've got a description of the bag.
Well, yeah, it's brown, probably about that big.
Medium.
Handle and top.
You don't have a picture?
No, I don't, sorry.
Sorry. It's just normally people take pictures of everything these days.
Yeah, it's true enough.
I was looking through my Instagram account the other day. I'd uploaded a photograph of a hamster eating a pickled onion. Don't even have a hamster. I'm allergic.
Oh, yeah.
Hay fever, the lot.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Look, I'm not going to lie. This isn't my department. I'm normally over in handling. I'm starting to think this is a little bit over my head, to be honest. I'm going to have to phone someone.
Don't say that. You're doing a great job.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's all right.
You're not just saying it.
No, honestly, I've got total faith you're going to find this bag. Hey, put it there. Oh.
All right.
You're a bag detective, that's what you are. Right, well, it could be on the next flight, but if it's not, Tucky's going to get it delivered. Great. Knew I shouldn't have bothered picking you up. All right, we go and talk about this? Daniel. Why? Why what? You know what? This. Oh, I think it's nice. It's an embarrassment. It's Dad's Levia. You know what everyone thinks about you. You know what? They're right. Daniel, I was going to change. Always someone else's fault, isn't it? The guy's lost my case. How is that my fault? Anyway, it's just a shirt. You know, you're lucky I didn't wear what I'd have liked. Yeah, you're lucky Dad's dead. Oh.
We regret to inform passengers that due to a technical issue, we will be experiencing severe delays to all arrivals and departures.
Oh, yeah, bro. All right, well, we've got to go. So you'll just have to borrow something of mine. Wonderful. Lucky me. Right, here you go. This will make you look kosher. It's exactly the same as when I left. Right, you say that like it's a bad thing. Oh, it's not bad. It's depressing. Come on, Daniel, she's left you. It's time to move on. She hasn't left me, she just hasn't come home. Anyway, what's with the beard? There we go. Yeah, this is your real problem, isn't it? Yeah, it looks good. It was always my shtick. Daniel, it's a beard. Whatever, just... I'll get these in the wash. Have a shower and get dressed. Stop it, you vain git. Mordecai! Mordecai! You decent? Morty? Morty? Come on, coming in. There you go. There's your... Maudie. 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 Go on, Maudie. Yitgadal ivit kadash shemei rabba. Amen. V'yama divrachirute v'yamlich machote v'chayachom uvyumachom uvkaye d'chol bet Yisrael v'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen.
Come on. You know what my mother, Aleha Hasholem, would say in a situation like this? Wenn alle Menschen sollen ziehen auf ein Seid, wird sich die Welt übergekehrt. You should know your father was proud of you.
Daniel, he was proud of Daniel.
No, your father, Daniel was, we shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but he was so weak-willed. Your father would worry, always in need of constant reassurance. He was aspirationless.
I'm pretty sure that's not a word.
Sometimes a new word is needed.
No, he had aspirations. He wanted to travel. He wanted to...
Mordechai, always standing up for his brother. I don't mean to offend, simply to inform you that you should be content in your ways, even if those ways are, well, wrong. I know the world won't topple over, but surely you could have found something more fitting to wear to your father and your brother's funeral.
Daniel just did what he thought was right by the family. Just did well, he thought he did anyway. Mum,
1 day's old, and you couldn't... You buried your poor brother and father dressed like...
The airline, they lost the...
It's arrived. It's in your room.
My bag's arrived.
times like this, we're filled with sadness. And it's hard for us to remember that there were good times and happy times we shared together, the simchas, the joy, the... Mordechai!
Ay, Mordechai! Why? Why
Mum,
do
it's
you...
just a shirt.
Mordechai, think of your brother and your father. What would they think?
Do you know what? I think Daniel would have liked what I'm wearing. Well, maybe not the sandals or the trousers, but this is all right. Anyway, the point is, it doesn't matter. No one... Yeah, I think it's probably best if someone calls me a cab, don't you?
Can I order a taxi, please?
Well, be in the kitchen if anyone needs me.
I think as soon as possible would be best.
Decided to stay another week. So, I'll be in touch. Sorry. Love you.
Message deleted. You've no more messages.
Where you off to, mate?
Airport.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. So do I.
Thanks again for joining us tonight at Sunderland Shorts Film Festival. We really hope that you've enjoyed the selection of films that we've had on offer tonight. Again, thanks to our filmmakers, both locally in the North East, across the country, and our international filmmakers too. Again, their work is so appreciated, and again, we've had such a pleasure over the last few years of the festival that we really wanted to look back and celebrate all this fantastic work tonight. Again, if you are a filmmaker and want to get involved in the next Sunderland Shorts Film Festival, make sure to check out filmfreeway.com/Sunderland Shorts to find out how you can have your film as part of next year's festival. You can also find us on all social media channels, again, where we'll be posting other online events that we hope to have in the lead up to next year's festival, as well as about details on the festival itself. If you've missed any of the other events from this week, do check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sunderland Shorts, to see those as well. It's been a real pleasure looking back at some of the best of the fest. And obviously in these uncertain times, celebrating film as an art form, film is something which can bring audiences together, has been something really special for us. So I hope you have enjoyed this year's selection as much as we have putting it together. Thanks again to all the filmmakers who took part, and thanks to all of you for taking part this week in our events and as audiences for our screenings. We hope to see you back very soon. Until then, do continue to look after yourselves as much as possible in these unusual times. But again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for joining us, and see you again next time at Sunderland Shorts Film Festival. Thanks for joining us. Good night.